So when a client tells you what their industry is or what type of business they have, then you can go ahead and proceed on to asking creatively, do you have a business brand? And how do you plan to market your business, or the social media accounts or platforms that you use in order to market your business?
I think it's an important question because, again, as a VA, you're going to know quickly how successful you think its client's going to be. Because if they tell you, yeah, I have a brand, and this is my answer to that question. Yeah, our brand is about connecting Filipino virtual assistants with American small business owners. So our brand colors are the colors of the globe, right? Blue and green, water and land. And our logo has a plane going from the Philippines to the US, right? So the idea is that we're trying to incorporate in our branding the colors of what we think we mean to the world. And idea of Sonic VA, fast, right? A quick virtual assistant service, right? So we pride ourselves on our quick turnaround time. That's how we have a brand. It's very well established. I thought through this quite a bit when we built the brand. So as a business owner, if I know my brand and I can share it and kind of give you the rationale for it, that's another sign. So do I know my target audience was the first one. The second one is, do I have an established brand?
And once you do, how do you plan on marketing it? The platforms that you use in order to market your brand.
So you're asking a question to the client in the interview, how do you market their brand, right? They may have told you this in the introduction. They may have asked you some questions that they want you to help market their brand. Maybe they're hiring you to manage your social media or build engagement or do lead generation or something. But again, do you feel like they know it? And if you don't, if after everything you've talked about, you don't feel like you really have a good sense of how the client markets their business, you ask that question. Because this is the third red flag. Does a client have a plan to get new customers? Does a client have the idea in place on how they're going to acquire new customers? Now, we have two real ways we attract customers. We're fortunate in that we get most of our new business from referral. So we really get a lot of referrals from influencers that were our really original clients, and they keep referring more business to us. But we also attract new clients by doing social media, right? So we have a YouTube channel, an IG account, a TikTok account, a Facebook page that drives business to us. We have, I think, a pretty well-established social media presence. If you look Sonic VA up, you're going to find all that pretty quickly in a Google search. And if you look up me, Dan Meyer, you're going to see a lot of this stuff. I feel like we are pretty good at marketing. We just need VAs to market our stuff for us. For example, my LinkedIn account, my IG page, my Facebook business account are all managed by virtual assistants, right? I don't do them myself.
So I just have one question, boss. You mentioned earlier that when you're able to see if the client already has established a brand and knows how to market their business or their brand, then you can tell if you want to work with a client or not as a virtual assistant. Now, there's a difference between a small business that's just about to thrive and a business that's already out there but is still stuck or struggling. Yes. So when do you know that you can help that business thrive, and when do you know that it's not likely going to work out?
So ask yourself these three questions, right? Do they know the target market? Does their brand feel like it's going to be effective? And do they have a social media presence or a plan to have a social media presence? Now, if they're hiring you to do those three things for them, to help them find more clients, to help them build their branding, to help them share their message on social media, that's okay because they're in the growth stage. But again, you kind of got to get a sense, because I'm going to share with you a real fact. 4 out of 5 small businesses will fail in the first couple years. This is one of the challenges of being a Filipino virtual assistant, working from clients from anywhere, particularly American small business clients, is there's going to be some turnover. So the better you can get at looking at these red flags and identifying them early and not taking every job that you're offered, but picking the jobs that you think will be successful is how you become more successful. Now, as a newbie virtual assistant, I get it. You'll take any job that you're offered because you want that experience and you need income. But as you evolve a couple of years into being a VA, you should be able to be more selective about what you get. And that's how you do it, by understanding how they really attract their market and how they market to them.
That makes a lot of sense.